I'm John Howard, and I live in Lafayette, Indiana, Purdue University country for some that know. And I've been a real estate broker for over 22 years, residential, commercial, industrial, pretty much the gamut of everything. I have currently part ownership in a real estate company, number 2 in the market center, Keller Williams. And I have a large property management company centered in Purdue that does student housing. That's an interesting question. I think probably my expectations were too big in one respect coming in because I probably didn't know what my expectations were. Even this morning as I was driving to the class, it's interesting, but first thing I wrote down on my yellow tablet that I've been writing on is, what are your expectations? Meaning for myself and my life going on from here. Reflective question, but I think I've been in transition from where I am. For the last year or so, I've been in transition. I've been looking at internet marketing. I've been looking at all the different things that people are advertising through internet marketing, all the different real estate auspices of those things. And so I've been wanting to transition into a place where I am a little more relaxed in my work life and what I do, and I'm making more money at it at the same time. And so I've been looking at wholesale side of the real estate industry. And so my expectations, I think, I saw when I was at one of these work sessions, training camps, I saw Russ Whitney, and having been around the block several times and seen all the motivators and heard all the spiels, I instantly recognized that Russ was very good at speakeasy for one thing, but more than that, with my knowledge and experience, I recognized that he had quite an extensive background and resume, if you will, in the real estate industry. And then more than that, it was just something about his sincerity and his demeanor, I guess, if you will, that just kind of struck me that I thought, I'm trying to, my adage right now is the next level, and that's my password, so to speak. And don't try to use it on my softwares, but I thought, if I'm going to get to the next level, and here I guess was my expectation, that I thought perhaps here is where I can kind of get the whole picture of everything that's going on. I can then finally kind of decide and hone in on what I want to pick and choose and do. I think it's huge. You just, the expectations go out the windows when you realize there's no way that anyone can propagate and disseminate all the things and information in these different segments that we're actually getting out of the Russ Whitney class in 3 days or even a year, for a long time. So the support is really key and tantamount to being successful when we leave these camps to go home and then still have ongoing training, but more support contacts. I can ask a question from an expert, someone who's done it, been there, seasoned. I can get inside help, so to speak, if you will, and for that to occur, it's worth its weight in gold. I guess I would say getting the quality of the information. In fact, I've got an example where even in this meeting, I've gotten 2 pieces of information to a question I had. And I was kind of deflated by the one, but encouraged by the other. And actually the one I'm being encouraged by, I take more stock in the credibility of that person. So I'm fine because I understand that, the more credible person, the more experienced, seasoned in that area was telling me, no, there's a chance for this thing that you're talking about, maybe if you do it this way. And so I would say, the answer is I have more stock in that credibility and credence of those people, that support. So thereby I value that more than just an answer. What's one word I would describe to describe this event that we've been to? Exhausting. And the reason I say that is, and even for me, a person that's has a lot of knowledge in 22 years of real estate trade and action and learning, for me to sit there, and even though some is maybe things I know, for me to be writing constantly notes and having my attention focused for so long, absorbing so much information, exhausting a little bit. So, but I think it's also very pragmatic and very foundational. So it's a good support for whatever you choose to do in your real estate career.